welcome back to the Capital Breakfast Show, where we bring you infotainment at its peak. I have to say I am very, very honored to actually be here right now in season 2 of the Capital Breakfast Show. My name is Siyabonga Cele, and sitting next to me is the lovely and beautiful Robin Jones. Robin, how have you been during our break?
I'm doing great, thanks. I'm so excited to be back. I mean, it's been a long break, and I'm so amped for this new season.
So am I. I see you look like you're in great shape, and I have to say, you're looking very, very healthy.
I tried, the long break has kept me quite busy, so I was able to go to gym and stuff like that. And talking about gym, I'm excited about the new segments we've got on the show.
Oh, we've also taken a quick peek at that, eh?
Yeah.
But let's keep our viewers in some suspense. We'll be right back on that note. You are still tuned into the Capital Breakfast Show, where we bring you infotainment at its peak. I have to say, this show is going to be off and most definitely out of this world with our following segments, including fitness. And I'm not afraid to carry on, but then again, let my co-host tell you what is coming up.
That's right, we've got Entrepreneurial Chat, a book review, and last but not least, Quickie with the Champ, where we leave you with awesome motivation to kickstart your day. But our first segment of the day is fitness, and take it away. Check that out.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There we go. One more time, what we do is bend instead of simple function. So you keep your hands crossed by the neck, this part inside and take it over there. That's why it's a plan. Up so we can start the back down. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, let's go one more part to do the pull down. And next exercise we're going to do now, you're going to do the lines, you're going to reverse the technique when we're doing it. So what is happening is, we're keeping our legs slightly bent, so what you're going to do is you're going to drop back, bend the leg, and forward. Still keeping the leg bent. So you're looking at it on the side of the room, you keep slightly bent, and you're dropping back on the lunge, going forward. Back on the lunge, going forward. Okay, so we've got 15 on each leg. 3, 2, 1, leg squat down, and 1 leg back, drop down, and forward, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 3, 2, 1, let's bend the knees and drop back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, what I say, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, one more, 15. Right now.
And that was us in studio with Grant Hanley. I hope that you viewers at home joined us and were able to work out. I mean, Tia, that was a hectic segment. I nearly died there, did you see?
Well, you know, you actually held it together pretty well. For a second there, I thought you were coming and going, but, well.
I tried. I mean, it was hectic. And you know what I like about the segment? The fact that you don't need to use any equipment to, keep fit. You can do this at home in the space of your...
True. You know, now he's actually giving me something to look forward to, because now I usually go to the gym and I'm all about weights and swimming, but now this is something I can actually do at home. So I have to say, I am loving the new look.
It's amazing. And I mean, you know, one thing that Grant shared with us is that as for somebody like you that loves to lift weights and stuff, this is also good because it tones your body. And I mean, the segment that we did was abs as well. So that was the first segment of today. And I mean, as we go on, we're going to be training different parts of our body and still without using any equipment.
Okay, you know, to be honest with you, I'm actually going to most definitely look more into this one here, because I'm all about weights. But now this is fun at home, you know, with the kids around,
Definitely.
You know, with everybody, your friends. So I'll actually go for this core workout and see if I leave on my knees. But enough about fitness.
Our next segment of the day is Entrepreneurial Chat with Oscar Sikhani. Please take it away.
Hi, my name is Maya, and you tune into your favorite show, The Capital Breakfast, right here on Twani TV. And this is your favorite segment, Entrepreneurship. And next to me, on the hot seat actually, I'm joined by the entrepreneur of a media company, Oscar Sekhane. How are you doing, sir?
I'm not complaining, and how are you?
I'm great, thanks. Can you please introduce yourself to our viewers?
Viewers, this is Oscar Sekhane, the owner of Battalion Media.
Matani Media.
Yes.
How did you get into entrepreneurship?
It's not by default. I think it's something that I wanted to do for a very long time. I think I've been a hustler from high school. Then, fortunately, I became a photographer. I studied photography in Tshwane University of Technology. Then that led me to run my own thing.
To run business? Did you study
I
business?
studied photography.
Photography, and then you went into business?
Yes, immediately after photography, then you can never be a business person from photography.
True.
I was only an artist. Then I went to do a few courses with different institutions. Then I acquired business skills. But everything was just learned by doing.
By learn by doing. Do you think, sometimes as our parents, black parents actually, when you study something, you graduate, they want you to study those knownly course, nursing, dog trade. How did you convince your parents to study photography?
I never got a blessing from them.
Yes.
I remember they said, can't we just buy you a camera and go and study a proper thing?
A
Because
proper
photography
thing
is not really a field or a career. But with the grace of God, I pursued, they followed, they saw the rewards when you start shooting for magazines and everything. Then they saw money coming home and they started believing in everything.
Yes. And now moving from photography to entrepreneurship, you could have studied any type of media. Why, any type of company actually, or business, why media?
I think it's something that I was very close to, something that I had contacts, it's something that I really liked, it's something that I believe that I belong to, because with me it's all about putting together the brands. That's what we do.
So in a media company, the different type of actually segments, it means production, it's radio, it's printing. What type of media do you guys specialize in?
We are a multimedia company. We make brands and people look good. That's what we do. We play with filming, but we're not doing your normal dokies. We are the company that packages other companies. We are your corporate video type of a company. We tell stories through lenses as well.
So entrepreneurship, what are the qualities one has to have, or the qualities that actually worked for you to become a successful entrepreneur today?
I think you need to be someone who's very hungry and super hungry. You need to be someone who's willing to learn every day. You need to be a hard worker. You need to be someone that gets inspiration from a whole lot of things. True. And you need to be someone who's very disciplined and determined. Determined.
Yes. Like your question, just like Maya, I want to get it done, short and slow.
I
want to go deep. Yes. I want to go deep.
Yes.
Entrepreneurship. Do you think that it's something that you study for? Because a lot of people just say, I can study business management and I can start a business tomorrow. They think it's very easy to be an entrepreneur. What do you think worked for you? Or what are the things that you think you have grasped from other entrepreneurs that will actually work for you into growing your company?
Personally, I believe that we've got business people and entrepreneurs. Business people, they run the system. Entrepreneurs, they hustle for greener pastures. Normally what we do, we feed our employees with the vision. That's what we are. I'm very bad in books and management, but you need to get a great manager. Be the type of a guy who can see opportunity from a distance and take this back to the office and feed everyone with that type of an opportunity, then we'll go together.
So, and also talking about entrepreneurship and actually focusing on the media side. Yes. Media companies, or actually working in a media industry, is very demanding, time consuming, energy consuming. How do you balance that with your family?
I think it's a question of maybe a beautiful communications between you and your family. Again, understanding what you're doing, because you can never do anything. Find a niche in a market. Like what we did, we decided just to go and build corporate videos, nothing else but that. And that has become the most rewarding thing ever. Then as an entrepreneur, you can then start managing your time nicely, because you know you're not running after anything.
Sure.
You're only focusing after a specific thing. Then you're going to be the A star in that thing. You're going to be known for that. Then you become like a normal man. This entrepreneurship of taking all your time, then with time and gradually just goes down, and you can manage everything nicely.
A lot of people have ideas,
yes,
but then they believe or think that the government is not actually doing a lot to actually help them fund the business, for example, the NYDA. How did it work for you in terms of getting your capital to start your business? Did you save from your photography job, or did you find people who will invest in the company?
It works in two ways. Find the right people to work with. I've noticed something and I've realized something. the power of collaboration. Get something who are there first, then they're gonna take you with. Make good networks, make good contacts, be good to people, then that is going to pay after. We started this thing without any grant, and now we are far. It's not about getting that money, it's about getting that drive every day. I think you finally or eventually meet people who are going to believe in you, people who are going to give you an opportunity, people who are going to give you the break. I believe that government is doing fairly well. Like as we're talking now, we know that there's a mission in Canada with the documentary or the docus of South Africa.
Yes, true.
A lot of people are in there. Just make yourself relevant, be known, be hungry. That's what I can say to other people.
Okay, now we've just covered funding.
Yes.
You know, a lot of entrepreneurs and businessmen and women don't know the importance of a business plan or a proposal. How is that crucial for you to convince people to actually come in and invest in your company?
Unfortunately, businesses don't believe or don't invest in other business. They believe in the entrepreneur. I think be a credential someone, be a trustworthy someone, have your systems right, get the right people to do things that you can't do yourself, then money will come your way. It's not about one man's show, it's not about you know it all. Be a type of a guy that can work smart with other people who knows these things more than you do.
And also about that, because there are a lot of CEOs who make mistakes to say that I'm a CEO, I'm the manager of this business, so I can handle finance, I can handle advertising. They don't know the importance of having a proper team, because you can't be a CEO and be the manager or the project manager and handle your finance. So, and sometimes what I've realized is that when you give birth to a company, you feel like you own everything and you can't trust people. So how did you go through that?
Up until you get the proper mentorship, they teach you on how to let go of certain roles. You can never grow. Eventually, the dream is not going to be realized by you. You can only feed the dream. You can only inspire the dream. But you need people who are going to work on the dream. Unfortunately, it's the only way. You need help. You need the right help from the right people. It's the only way you're going to survive as entrepreneurs in South Africa.
And of course, you need to know your strength, your weakness, your threats, and of course your opportunities, and prayer, of course.
Yes.
So a person is out there who's looking up to Oscar Sechane and also want to open not only a media company but then be an entrepreneur and a CEO. What is your message to them?
I'd say know what you want, do what you know. It's easy when you are in the field that you understand. Because when you are a photographer, you are asked to do photography. You don't have to take all the money out. You're going to have to keep some of the money in. If you need a photographer in Cape Town, at least you are a photographer, you've got contacts. Start something that you know. Don't go into construction while you are a photographer. Don't come into fashion while you are into farming. Do what you know. It's easy, then it's going to work out beautifully.
And of course, you still have the love and that inspiration and push to wake up in the morning because you're doing what you love.
That is the best pay ever.
Yes.
Than just getting the money. I'll always do what you love, and that is going to push you further.
And of course, before we close off our interview, we know there's horrible thing that is happening in South Africa of xenophobia. Can you please look into that camera and give a message to our fellow Africans?
I think as a fellow South African and fellow African, whatever is happening here, it's so wrong. It wasn't supposed to be like this. Unfortunately, it happened. But South Africans, men like us, we are behind every African citizen. I'm an African.
Thank you very much, Mr. Oscar Sechane. And of course, you guys at home, not only are we harming and violating our young brothers and sisters, but of course, we're actually ruining opportunities for you guys to venture into partnership with other African countries, because a lot of business that we have in South Africa are operating in African countries. So thank you very much for tuning into the segment of Entrepreneurship. My name is Maya, and right back in studio.
That was Oscar in studio with Maya, and I mean, this was an amazing segment because for all our up and coming entrepreneurs at home, they get to see that how being an entrepreneur affects your lifestyle, and also, well, not really affects, but how it changes your lifestyle and also how it can benefit you. I mean, Oscar shared with us that how it changed his family life and what goes on and being an entrepreneur. So, I mean, It's amazing, and
It's
it really
incredible
helps.
because, you know, when I look at entrepreneurs these days, I've actually given it some thoughts. I thought that, you know what, being an entrepreneur means that you put your head down, you suffer with work. I mean, okay, fine. You don't get as much sleep as you'd like to get,
Yes.
but eventually everything does come together for you.
Definitely.
And from entrepreneur, moving on to the book review with Myra Shabalala. I hope you do enjoy our following segment.
Hi, my name is Maya and welcome to your favorite show, Radio on 20 TV, The Capital Breakfast. And this is your favorite segment, book review with me, Maya. And next to me, I'm standing to a beautiful lady, go by the name of Myra Shabalala. Look, hi, ma'am. Good thing. Can you please tell our viewers about yourself?
I'm Myra Chabalala. I come from East Rand. I'm employed by the National Department of Health,
Of health, yes.
and I'm new in the authorship terrain.
How did the book come about?
The book is a culmination of workers' problems. It is a desperate call by desperate workforce. But the person that actually made me put pen on paper, it's our late Minister Chabane, when he was still in presidency doing monitoring and evaluation.
Yes.
He made a call for anyone and everyone to contribute towards the betterment of the public service.
So, writing a book, how important was research?
A lot. Actually, there is no way one can write a book
Without research.
For starters, you may want to write what has been written many times for that matter. So it's important to research.
Yes. So also the book, The Crisis of Authority, Workforce Tension. It sounds like a very informative book. You know what I mean? It deals with people's behavior, and also saying that you work in the public sector. Did you get any backlash for actually writing about the intel information?
Actually, I expect appreciation. It's not an insulting book. It's informative, as you've just put it. The thing about this book, it's that it addresses issues that no one wants to talk about.
Yes.
So basically, I want to create a robust debate, a platform for people to interact on these issues that we normally throw under the carpet.
Yes. And I know, just to mention a few, you hold a Bachelor in Arts and also honors Bachelor in Art in Nursing Science. So how important is education to you as a woman?
Oh, I don't think I would be here if I wasn't educated. Education is very critical, particularly if one has to, get out of the box. I mean, this has got nothing to do with nursing. It's a great step forward. So without education, I don't think I would have come this way.
And also your book, it doesn't only raise out problems, but it also gives a solution for improvement. How do you think it will actually help someone, an individual who's reading the book?
When I said Minister Chabane is the one who gave me the inspiration, I read one of his documents where he was tabling findings why public service is as bad as it is. Only two captured my attention, and one was management weakness, and the other was the lack of strong performance by the public servants. So the book capitalizes on the two. Somehow back in my mind, I had this thing that the very two issues could be interlinked. And at the end, of course, I found that they are interlinked. Over and above, I also explored the reasons or the motivation why we as managers tend to be bad and abusive managers.
Towards your employees.
Yes. So power plays a big role.
A big role.
Yeah. The book dwells so much around power, how we should perceive power, the importance of understanding it, more so the dangers that goes with power.
Actually, positions also.
Yes, positional power is exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes.
So if we want to be better managers and take public service out of where it is, that's the book. It teaches us a lot.
What I've grasped from what you're saying, that this is not only a book for employees, but then employers also. Everyone from every position.
Including the public and
yes,
yourself.
yes. And also, can you take us through the step of, if there's someone who's watching right now, who's looking up to Mamira Shabalala to say that I also want to follow in the first step and write a book. What are the steps that you need to follow for you to have your book hardcore and published?
I think writing a book is triggered by desire, the desire to write, which is what I didn't have because I'm not a writer. I didn't intend to write. I had a calling. But some things that are troubling in the mind also trigger the interest to write a book. Sometimes it's difficult to verbalize things, and you may verbalize them to a small audience, but a book goes global.
Goes globally. And also what I was asking is that the process of getting a book published. I think for me, I'll just think that you write it down and find a publisher or a copywriter. What is the process that to a person at home to get information from this, to say that I want to write a book in the future or I'm planning to write a book? So what are the steps that you have to go through for your book to actually publish and be in the stores for distribution? Yes.
The script. The idea that brings interest, that triggers the passion, leads to a script. A script is the portion that you have to take to publishers for editing and ultimately publishing. But that process here in the country is somehow troublesome. It's tedious, it takes forever, I don't know. When I was ready to publish, I threw the invite internationally, but with many of domestic, local publishers. The first one to grab me was from London.
Not locally.
Immediately, not locally. Up till now, I have not received any response from the local publishers.
And people actually international loving your work, but then we can't appreciate your work here at home.
Yes, yes. So my advice is throw the net as wide as you can. Don't focus on local publishers only. It will take forever.
So to our viewers, that we don't want to give more information to them, so that we want them to go and buy the book. Where do they get the book?
The book, unfortunately, is available from our exclusive books. Most of them. The last time I checked, it's like almost 99% of them. But to make it easier for those that, want to buy the book, I think it's best if people contact me directly.
Okay, cool. You can just look at that camera and give us the contact details.
My email is myra.chab, as in TSHAB, @yahoo. That's my email. My mobile is 074 174 2857. People can follow me LinkedIn, Facebook. I also have a website, www.managemanager.com.
And now, just to close up our interview, to someone who's out there who actually is inspired by this story, who wants to say that I want to follow in this path that you're in, what is your advice to them?
They must pursue the dream.
Yes.
It's doable.
Yes.
Yeah, you just check. I mean, we've got social network, we've got internet. That makes life easier. Oh, you can even have a specialist to mentor you. That's why we have specialists.
Okay, thank you so much, Mamira Chabalala. They're busy saying rev up, rev up. Before I rev up, I just want to say you're so gorgeous. I'm looking at your skin, it's glowing, and mine is not glowing and I'm younger. But anyway, it's fine. You can find Mamira Chabalala's contact on our page on Twitter. Thank you very much for joining us. But for now, let's go back to studio.
And that was the book review with Myra Shabalala. I have to say, that book surely does look very intriguing. I mean, it's called, what was it again? Is it The Crisis of Authority?
Yes.
Workforce Tension, a Desperate Call for Intervention. And I have
That's
to say,
right.
that book just gives me a different look as to what goes around our public sector.
Definitely, I mean, people don't have much of an idea what goes on in the public sector, but yes, there is definitely tension.
Yeah,
I mean,
tension.
because they have to deal with so much
Yeah, but I mean,
within.
people around the world, we always have something to say towards our public sectors,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to service and
Exactly.
things like that. But now, when you're actually getting a view from somebody who is obviously part of a public
Yes.
sector as to what goes on in the book and just in that environment of their lifestyle, should I rather say. But you know,
Definitely.
this book here is definitely one of those that I'll have to get a cup of coffee for, sit down, take my time with, because I mean, it's in the title,
Yes.
tension.
Definitely.
And so I'll have to take a good look into that one there. But moving on from tension to motivation, something a bit more relaxing with our Dr. Lucas and friends in studio. Do enjoy.
Good morning. This is a Quickie with a Champ on TCB with Lucas Moloi. Yeah, this is the segment where we try and inspire and motivate you as our viewer. We are reviewing the book that is called The Everyday Battlefield, and we're using that for motivation. Today we have got Kumo Matsaba in studio. Kumo, how are you?
I'm good in you, sir. How
I'm
are
good,
you?
not bad, not bad.
Sure, sir.
First, Kumo, before we go on, we're going to take our quote of the day, and then we can deliberate about on it.
Yes, please.
Today's quote says, "Preparation is a sure formula for winning." It says, "The one sure formula for winning is preparation. Winning is not an event, but a way of life, an outlook. Winning does not happen in isolation. It comes as a result of preparation. How well we prepare has a direct impact as to whether we will win or not. The formula for winning is not a complex one. Whether we put it through our preparation, it's what we get out. So whatever that we are putting through in our preparation,
Is
it
exactly
is what we are going to get out.
Yes.
You know. So I like the words that says preparation is the sure way to winning. Yeah. If we don't prepare, then there is no way we are going to win. And that's the topic that I want us to tackle today. Your take on it?
I think preparing, we have to prepare. We have to prepare. It's important to prepare. But in all preparing, I think what impacts it more, what gives it more power, it's action, taking action.
Yeah.
We can always say we want to accomplish things. We can always plan to accomplish 1, 2, 3. But are we putting in the energy? Are we putting in the muscle to that, knowing what is that?
The sacrifice
Action.
that is needed as well.
And also taking action. Yes, sacrifice. Being able to sacrifice the things that you want to do for what is important. Having a clear focus, and also having a vision. Vision is much more important.
You see, when one talks about preparation and that, I want us to look at athletes. You know, for an example, when you look at an Olympian and that, they do not win a gold medal the day that they go and race.
Yes.
You win a gold medal from your training sessions.
Yes.
You don't win your gold medal at the time of the Olympics. You know, at that stage, you already know which Olympian will win it, because it is about preparation. How much work does one put into it? If you are a student in that, and then you don't put your preparation in, if the preparation is late, if you prepare too close to your exams and that, you're right away on your way to fail. You know,
putting in that extra
exactly,
hours. Those
exactly.
extra hours, they do
It's
count.
about that preparation, how much one prepares, because we can be brilliant as people, but our brilliance is only goes as far as how much we have prepared for it. There is no formula other than what you put in, it's what you are going to get out. And those are the words I want us to focus on. What you put in is what you get out.
Yes.
Because most of the people think that, you know, I'm good. You know, you hear people saying that,
overconfidence.
you know, we become very confident over things, and that we sit and say, I'm able to do this.
Yeah.
I'm the man.
It's
you know.
already mine.
Yeah, you know, I'm the man. I can do this. I'm me. I've got the ability. I've got the talent. I've got the potential. But without correct preparation, it cannot work.
Practice.
As speakers, you go around in that and you find, I mean, as a speaker in that, I still have to prepare today the same way I was preparing when I started speaking.
And when you get on stage,
the stage fright is still there. You understand? So it is about that preparation. If you fail to prepare the delivery of what you are supposed to give, it is going to show that there is less of preparation. We need to prepare, and one cannot prepare enough. You know? So when you sit and look at this thing and that, in everything that we do, I sit and say, for your day tomorrow to be a success, you need to plan that day today.
wow.
You need to prepare your activities today. Because without that happening, you cannot execute tomorrow. Or you have no plan to execute tomorrow. When you are an entrepreneur, the preparation and that doesn't happen already when you have got a business and there's contracts coming in and that.
Wow.
What is the preparation work that you have put through? Now,
Those extra hours.
The extra hours that you put behind it, people don't prepare enough.
Making the other day valuable. And also it's about looking at the vision, the clear what is the total outcome of what you're doing, what you're doing. Finding that and making, how do we make each day valuable is how it's we plan, as you said, we plan from today, we plan for tomorrow.
Yes.
And if we do accomplish what we said we were going to do yesterday, we would make that day valuable.
Yeah,
That is how
it is in the preparation of that day. Well, in closing, you know, our listeners, our viewers out there, you know, I want to put it back to you and say, remember that your success for today, it is in your preparation yesterday. If you prepare today for tomorrow, then your tomorrow is going to be a success.
Yes.
If you fail to prepare for the tomorrow, there is no way that you'll be able to execute anything tomorrow, because it is about how prepared you are.
Yes.
Those that are prepared more than others are the ones that will succeed and see the fruit more than what others will see. I challenge you today. I challenge you in this morning. And I say, as you go out there, are you prepared for the successes of your life today? Are you prepared for the challenges of the day? Because I can guarantee you, in going out today, you are going to meet challenges to the plans that you have made. Are you prepared enough? Are you well trained for those challenges and that? And I say, this is the champ. You are watching TCB. We're going back to the studio. Remember to follow us. You can follow me on Lucas Molloy on Facebook. On Twitter, it is Lucas Molloy, the champ. And that is a formula for success. Let us help you prepare. Kumo, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Back to studio.
Yes.
And that was Quickie with the Champ with Lucas Molloy. We're so excited to have Kumo join him here in studio. I mean, that's more motivation for the day. And just to keep our viewers pumping and to kickstart off their day.
Mondays are like that for us. Yeah.
Definitely. But you know, the show doesn't end right now. We're still going to be back tomorrow. But for now, if you'd like to get in touch with us, you can definitely contact us by our email address at tcb@junto.co.za. But that's not all.
That is not all. You can also like our Facebook page just to keep you updated with what we're up to. And you can drop us a few characters on Twitter at TCB Tswane. Well, that'll be all for us here at the studio. And don't forget, tomorrow we'll be back at the same time. It's a bit later than before. I mean, 7 a.m.s could never be more brighter.
Definitely.
Until tomorrow. Goodbye.
Goodbye.